Let's get ready for Christmas with more Christmas ideas. Ideas to decorate, ideas how to wrap your gifts, ideas on what's next to make. I've been obsessing and watching these little Christmas villages setups, and there's numerous ways to do it. This one is super cute, but I prefer more videos on very effective ideas how to just make some beautiful setup, and this is one of those. She prompted up the houses and then used this cotton candy to make this snow. So adorable. Add the lights and that's it. Okay, this is super easy DIY with rustic looking beautiful vibe, and it will add to your coziness, which we all want when it's this cold outside. This is some tutorial on how to make one big bow. I don't know why I liked it so much. Now watching it, I'm wondering where would I put this bow. But when I saw it, it was so nice to me because I like the big pieces, you know, when you enter, and you can make this bow in any color that you want. This idea I was obsessed with. Look, you can make these ornaments from natural materials. And also I included 3 videos on how to wrap up your gifts. Like, if you have gifts, if you wrap it up in some special way, when you give it to someone, just that initial moment will be so much more. I always experience that. So even if I don't have time to just do this kind of wrap up, I add some little tiny personalized bit, like this little branch. So please don't be lazy, always add like a little moment. Another way to make ornaments is with air dry clay. If you watched any of my videos before, you know I'm obsessed with air dry clay because it's so perfect, and for ornaments it's amazing. You can literally do whatever you want. The easiest way is to do cookie cutters like she did, and then I included more of these videos so you can paint them. She left them white here, which is also super nice. It looks super cute, but painted one are even better. You're gonna see later. And here is a little tutorial. If you're struggling, just watch this tutorial. It helped me a lot on how to actually tie them, to not don't do just a normal knot because it will look a little bit messy. There's some other ways to tie them, but I like this one very much. This is just a quick easy tutorial how to make a 3D star. And just like if you have a boring corner, if you have a boring spot, this will add up to it so much. Another tutorial on how to upgrade your little village. So to me it's so nice having little villages because every year if you make a house or 2, you can kind of keep expanding them. So what I think she did here is just make few more houses to add to the current setup. So you can have the houses from the previous year and then add like bigger or smaller ones to make that piece so much better. And she used velvet here, which is super important because velvet, it's kind of, you can feel it before you touch it. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And of course the lights inside of the houses to peek through the windows, it's so good. Okay, this is super easy idea on how to make DIY trees. So basically what they did, they had that lace that's very textured and then you do it with that and then add ornaments on top. I saw in DIY and craft shops there is so, like, I went and saw them, you can pick through so many of them, and you don't have to do it in white color, it can be literally in any, but white is really looking clean and polished, and it adds extra posh to the final piece. Super yummy idea, super cute idea. I never thought of it before, but just add a little bit of coloring to your morning waffles, little bit of cream, and here you go. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated here, this is why, but the results are amazing. It looks like something from a really posh shop for home decor, so I would recommend going through the border because it turns out so nice. I don't have these knitting needles, so that will be something that I have to add to my materials if I am to attempt this. Okay, I have 2 videos now going for gift wrapping, and this one is really brings it to another level. You can upgrade, I'm not joking, like even if you have some, I'm not gonna say mediocre gift, because gifts can't be mediocre. Like if it's thoughtful, you know the person, you know what they like, you're gonna find a way to give them something special. But that wrapping adds extra thoughtfulness, because when you're wrapping a gift, you kind of having that little moment when you stop and dedicate your actual time, your alone time, into the thoughts and into the idea and preparation to make someone happy. And that's what I think is so special about it, you know, because going to the shops, like you can always think, okay, I can just, if I spend extra money or something, but actually sitting down, thinking of the person, wishing to make them happy, and then doing that extra work with wrapping. Look at this wrapping, with wrapping the gift, that adds special layer to it. And also one idea is to do it with DIY paper, but maybe this technique wouldn't work because paper you are going to fold it many times, but just attempt. And it's also really nice. I tried one of her tutorials, and it literally, if you follow it step by step, it will turn out like the result in the end. It reminds me of origami doing crafts, and it's also like really nice and relaxing, and I love doing it, and I think it's very enjoyable activity that will give you perfect results. So that's enough of me rambling on gift wrapping. To be honest with you, I don't do all DIY gifts. Whenever I do something DIY, I feel so self-conscious about it that I always add a little bought piece just to be sure, you know, and for the person not to think I'm cheap. I don't know, you don't have to do that, but this was just a story time. I love this because I have never thought of it before, and it's one of those things like, why didn't I think of this before? Like, look at it. I mean, look at it. I just want to remind you of these clay ornaments. But what's the most special thing about them? It's they are so perfect for painting them. And also what I recommend when I was painting mine is having really different size brushes. And I included one more video from her. It will be the next one. So here there is a special step to it. She used stamp. If you saw, she first put the stamp, then the cookie cutter, and you're gonna see later why it matters so much. It will make the best effect ever. So I don't know where did she get the stamp from, but you always have, even I got one set of cookies with the stamp, and you push the cookie like this. So I got the stamp from there, and then she made lots of these different ones, but she's going to paint them afterwards. This is same, like you're gonna want to push obviously the hole through them, and then she paint one extra layer of acrylic white paint, and then she paints some kind of patterns depending what she wants from each one of them. But then the ones that had the stamp and lots of texture on them, I'm so excited for you to see. Okay, this is a tree. She's gonna paint this tree. It will have ornaments, and I mean, it requires a little bit of an artistic eye. Yeah, it does, tiny little bit. Okay, so here you see immediately here. Do you see the effect that it has when you have, and you use a gouache, and that's like a water-based paint. So I would recommend making them all with some kind of stamp and using that, because it looks next level. It looks like nobody will believe that you actually made it. That's the feel that I have. And the technique to tie them we saw previously is the same, and I love it because it's super effective. Add few lights in between, and that's it. This is the last video. I include a little bit of paper mache just to remind you of all the possibilities of paper mache, because it's so various, but you have to try it few times to find the right amount of mixture, and I suggest using glue instead of flour, because yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.